Have you ever wondered why some schools seem to boast brand new facilities, abundant technology, and a wide array of engaging programs, while others in the same city visibly struggle with crumbling infrastructure and very limited resources? This stark contrast often mirrors the communities surrounding them. It is a critical question with far-reaching implications for countless students. Yes, residential segregation is indeed deeply and strongly linked to unequal school resources. This connection is not merely a coincidence. It forms a foundational barrier to achieving true educational equity, particularly for Latino students and other historically marginalized groups across the nation. The core mechanism driving this disparity in the United States primarily stems from how public schools are funded. A significant portion of school funding, often the largest, originates from local property taxes. When neighborhoods are residentially segregated, areas with lower property values, which frequently result from generations of discriminatory housing policies and practices like redlining, generate substantially less tax revenue. Consequently, the public schools located within these less affluent areas receive considerably less funding compared to schools in wealthier, often predominantly white, neighborhoods. This funding gap directly impacts nearly every aspect of a student's educational experience. It influences teacher salaries, leading to challenges in recruiting and retaining experienced educators, and it often results in larger class sizes. Furthermore, it affects access to essential learning materials such as up-to-date textbooks, modern technology, and a diverse range of extracurricular activities including sports, arts, and advanced academic programs. Moreover, schools in communities experiencing concentrated disadvantage often serve students who requiring additional support, such as extensive counseling services, comprehensive special education programs, and nutritional assistance. Underfunded schools simply lack the capacity to adequately meet these heightened needs. While federal and state funding are designed to help mitigate some of these local financial imbalances, they frequently prove insufficient to fully bridge the vast gaps created by segregated housing patterns. Understanding this deep, systemic link between residential patterns and school funding profoundly enhances our ability to analyze and comprehend educational disparities. It clearly illustrates that effectively addressing unequal school resources demands a perspective that extends well beyond the school building itself. Instead, it requires us to critically examine the broader socio-economic, historical, and policy landscapes that shape residential patterns. For passionate educators, dedicated policymakers, and committed community advocates, recognizing this pervasive systemic issue is the crucial first step. It guides them toward advocating for more equitable school funding formulas, championing robust affordable housing initiatives, and implementing comprehensive community development strategies that promote true integration and shared prosperity. It is important to know that this phenomenon is not solely a product of individual choices. It is often exacerbated by practices known as fiscal zoning. This refers to how municipalities strategically use zoning laws to restrict certain housing types, like multi-family units or affordable housing, effectively limiting the presence of lower-income residents. The goal is to maintain a higher property tax base within their jurisdiction, ensuring well-funded local schools. This creates a persistent and challenging feedback loop, where residential segregation actively perpetuates resource inequality, which in turn can tragically reinforce socio-economic stratification and limit upward mobility across generations. Ultimately, grasping this intricate and powerful connection between where people live and the quality and quantity of resources available to their local schools is far more than a theoretical exercise. It is an absolutely essential insight for anyone genuinely committed to dismantling systemic barriers to educational opportunity and building truly equitable, empowering educational systems where every single student, regardless of their zip code, has the chance to thrive and succeed.